Along the serene plains of Kitengela in the outskirts of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, construction is underway on a 12-acre piece of land, the site of a dream coming true, brick after brick. This is the proposed Rehabilitation and Trauma Center by the Kenya Paraplegic Organization, a facility that will, upon completion, be the first ever in the country and which will provide specialized treatment for up to 150 spinal cord injury patients. But maybe it is the marvel of this one man as he looks on at the ongoing construction that best tells the story of this upcoming structure. He is, after all, the face of the initiative behind it that took off slightly over a year ago, dubbed Bring Zack Back Home.
When you have ideas and then you build them and they become reality, it's like a dream come true. That's why we are talking of a rehabilitation center in Kenya.
It all began in June last year when Zachary Muturi Kimotho decided to embark on a rare journey. Zack is paralyzed from his waist down following a botched carjacking incident in Kikuyu that saw him shot and left for dead by his assailants back in 2004. More than 8 years on, though, and the lack of proper physiotherapy treatment and rehabilitation in Kenya saw him embark on a rare challenge. Zack decided to wheel himself 4,000 kilometers down to South Africa, where the nearest spinal treatment center is located, to create awareness about the agony victims of spinal cord injury go through in Kenya, an initiative that saw millions of Kenyans and organizations come out in support of. More than a year down the road, and we first visit Zack at his Donholm home in Nairobi to retrace his efforts and the fruits it has since borne. A 44-year-old who spends most days with his 11-year-old son and who, despite a series of tragedies that include losing his job just months after losing his wife following a bout of sickness, still holds his chin up. Zack tells me that he may not have received specialized treatment to put him back on his feet after his tragedy, but his greatest dream is to have other spinal cord injury victims access proper treatment, a dream he has shared with Kenyans pledging support.
In fact, when we are starting, it's like, will it happen? You know, those doubts and all that. Because you find that Kenyans still don't know so much about people with spinal cord injury.
Zack had intended to take 60 days to travel 4,000 kilometers to South Africa. He, however, only managed to reach Namanga.
I did about 127 kilometers. The money we raised was quite a substantial amount, very encouraging amount of 73 million thereabout.
Zack had aimed to raise 250 million shillings and is still hopeful that as the project continues, more and more people will come out in support. Now Zack makes a different kind of journey ever so often to this construction site, more than 60 kilometers from the city, just to see the progress that is the result of such enormous goodwill by Kenyans and corporates. The construction workers always willing to update him on the progress and even help in taking him round, allowing him to follow the birth and steady growth of a dream that will hopefully change the future of paraplegics in the country.
It's like the first floor. So this is second floor and then a third floor. Yeah.
The plan of the facility is simple, as the construction manager explains. Wards for the 150 patients, a swimming pool and gymnasium for physiotherapy use, but most importantly, a facility that will psychologically help such victims understand they are not alone. The first phase towards healing.
Just to see somebody else on a wheelchair, psychologically it's so healing, and then from there you start sharing. And you are trained on the simple things that you can do at first, so that you don't feel you are helpless.
On Saturday, a foundation stone will be laid on these grounds to mark the results of the first phase of the project. What Zack says is their way of remaining accountable to the many who pledge towards it and inspire its continued construction until this vision becomes a reality. Evelyn Wambui, Citizen TV, Kitengela.